Kim Kardashian suing vampire doctor.
Kendall Jenner impersonates Kylie in the funniest way.
And Lizzo joining an NBA dance team?
What? All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm Sussan Morad.
And I'm Emile Ennis Jr. I feel like I have a burp coming, but it's not coming.
Emile loves to burp.
I really love to burp.
He loves to burp.
I just like to, get out that natural gas.
I love to do something else.
What?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to say subscribe. You love to subscribe to Clevver News, but you're already subscribed. But you guys should subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And also leave a comment in the comment section below. And click that bell so you never miss a single notification, including our community posts, because we do post on there a lot.
We do.
So make sure you stay tuned for that. And with the comments, we do You're So Clever every single week. If you don't know what that is, that's where we highlight our favorite comments from the week. So if you leave a comment today, or if you've left one over the course of this week, you may be featured on You're So Clever.
You're so clever. Emile, we have so much tea to get into today. Should we just jump straight into it?
I think we should.
All right, you guys. So yesterday we talked about Khloe Kardashian seemingly maybe responding to Jordan Wood's lie detector test with her Instagram stories. Well, now fans think or thought that Jordan was responding to Khloe, but she clapped right back. Let me get back to it. So yesterday we told you guys about Khloe's possible reaction to Jordan's lie detector test results, but today we have to talk about what Jordan had to say to fans and critics who had something to say. I know it all gets a little bit confusing. Stick with me. Jordan posted this photo onto her Instagram stories writing, "An apple a day keeps the haters away," or something like that. Apparently, some fans thought that this photo was in reference to the seemingly never-ending feud between Jordan and Khloe over Tristan Thompson. But Jordan was quick to say otherwise, you guys.
I got home from doing press and I realized y'all arms must be really, really tired from reaching. Like, I can't even eat an apple in peace. And let me tell you something. I don't do subliminals, I do general statements. And if I have something to say about someone or to someone, I'm going to say it to them or not at all. If y'all are tired of this, I'm exhausted. Let's move on. It's all love. It's all good.
On Twitter, she added, "Are your arms hurting from reaching?" So we can all move on now. Jordan has done just about everything within her power to put all the drama of what happened between her and Tristan behind her, but we understand how people can jump to conclusions, but she really was just eating an apple. I feel like it can all now just stay in 2019. We're moving on to 2020. I think we've all heard enough about this. I know we report on it, but that's because we're here to report the news. We're not making it up.
I think it's funny she said that though, because just yesterday when we were talking about Khloe's, I said, with Khloe's responses or her quotes, I'm pretty sure she was talking about Jordan. So I like that Jordan actually came out and said, hey, if you guys thought that this particular thing was about Khloe, it's not. It's not.
I wonder if Khloe will come out and say something specifically.
Oh my God, please don't. Just let this in. Please let it in. All right, guys, it's time for one of our favorite segments of the show. It's WTF OMG. This is where we find stuff on the internet that makes us go WTF OMG. So this one is coming from somebody else in the Kardashian family, Kim Kardashian West, who is actually suing a vampire doctor. Now, you're probably like, what is a vampire? I'm going to explain it all. So Kim Kardashian West is suing a doctor in Alabama for the craziest reason, but it makes sense. Kim filed a lawsuit on Tuesday in LA against Dr. Charles Runels, and it's all because of an image that he used without her permission to promote his vampire facial services. Now, you may remember that Kim did try a vampire facial in 2013 on an episode of Kourtney and Kim Take Miami. However, Kim is suing the doctor for copyright infringement, infringement of registered mark, false association, violation of the right of publicity, and California common law trademark infringement. Woo! I did not go to law school. Anyway, in the official docs, it states, when Miss Kardashian reached out to Runels and his trademark attorney to demand that he cease using her name and likeness without her consent, he not only refused to take down the pictures of her and references to her, he had the temerity to demand that she pay him. The defendant's use of Miss Kardashian's name and likeness is not and never has been authorized. The defendants have never sought Miss Kardashian's permission to use her as a face for their products and services, and Miss Kardashian has never given such permission. But Susan, this is where it gets good, because it says that Miss Kardashian's actual endorsement for a nationwide campaign such as this would command a fee well into 8 figures, assuming she would even agree to do such a campaign, which she most assuredly would not. First of all, have you ever had a vampire facial?
No, I've seen pictures, and I feel like she made them famous. Kim made vampire, I didn't know what it was until Kim was the one that was out there getting them, and they look terrifying.
I don't know if I could do it. At the sight of blood and like all that.
It seems it's a little excessive, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I'm all about skincare and beauty, but that's just a little too much for
Very
me.
vampire-ish.
Very vampire-ish. But the doctor actually released a statement on his website, vampirefacial.com, and here's what he had to say. So guys, it was a long statement, but we'll try to summarize. It pretty much says, quote, Kim Kardashian West used the Vampire Facial and the Vampire Facelift name to promote her TV show and to promote her online presence. Her selfie after having one of the procedures also used the names owned by Dr. Runels. Dr. Runels did not ask her to use the names to promote her show and her online presence. She used them of her own volition after having the procedure done by a physician member of Dr. Runels' provider group of licenses. The photo of Kardashian West with the attached Vampire Facial name owned by Dr. Runels went viral and is now on thousands of websites. Dr. Runels also posted the photo, pointing out the fact that Kardashian West had the procedure to his own website, and he is now being sued by Ms. Kardashian for part of the profits made by the procedure, even though she was never asked to endorse it. He will remove all mention of Kim Kardashian West's name and all images of her face from his websites as if she never had the procedure at all. This is so messy. I understand both sides.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who does a procedure or any type of like, they go to a restaurant on the show, obviously that restaurant, that doctor's office, whatever it is, getting that promotion, but
There's definitely two sides to this story, right? Because I wasn't thinking of that until you read the statement.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's got a point. Like, he didn't ask her to promote his brand, yet she was. And she was like...
And then there's her whole thing, because we talk about this all the time at Clevver. When we're doing stories, we're like, well, if they post on their Instagram, then we have the right to use that's technically a public space.
It gets messy. So the season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians is almost here, and they just released the funniest clip. So you know Kylie and Kendall are the youngest sisters and really grew up together. Well, in a new clip, Kendall transforms into Kylie, well, kind of. So in addition to a pink wig, she also dabbled in some of Kylie's makeup.
It feels amazing on my skin.
Kendall pulled out some of Kylie's lip kits and got straight to work overlining her lips, smearing lipstick all over her face and also her teeth. Oh, and all over her arms too.
Is this one wish? This is what it looks like.
Honestly, this was pretty hilarious, and we're not the only ones who think so. Even Kylie liked Kendall's transformation. She saw it when she FaceTimed into the family dinner shenanigans.
You look cute. That's Kylie. Oh. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
You know you're talking to yourself, right?
So it turns out Kendall might have a bigger sense of humor than many realize. And Kendall wasn't the only one that made a transformation. If you pay close attention to the clip, it's really quick, but it looks like Chris tried to transform into Chloe. She's got a blonde wig on. And Courtney, I think, was trying to be Kim because she just was wearing like a tank and like the big sunglasses and called it a day. But I actually am I'm curious to see this episode of why they were all dressed up as each other at the table.
Maybe they decided that since some of the people like don't want to be on the show anymore, they're trying to see if maybe they can like impersonate them to keep the character going on.
Bit of tea?
So Lizzo has been in the press a lot over the past couple of days. She was just announced as Time Magazine's Entertainer of the Year. She just dropped her video for Good as Hell, and she was really in the press for her outfit and her dancing at a recent Lakers game. But now she's getting an official invitation to join an NBA dance team.
Wow.
Yep, you heard correctly. Lizzo may be twerking on a court near you, but before we get to that, Lizzo just spoke out about her now famous outfit on CBS this morning. Gayle King asked her about the negative response, and she said, I stay in my own positive bubble. It's their opinion. It's not for me to really ingest. It's for them to express and for me to choose to listen to or not. She also had more to say, though, for her critics, saying, I think no one would have ever saw what I was wearing, like the back of it, if I didn't get up and dance. The Laker girls came up to me and said, we're so excited that you're here. We want to perform one of your songs for you. And I remember I was sitting there and I was with my manager and my friend, and they were like, you should get up and dance. They're doing this for you. And I was like, all right. So I got up and just did what I always do. Anyone who knows me knows this is how I've always been. This is how I've always liked to dress. She also clarified that it wasn't just a thong, saying I had on layers down there, so it wasn't just flesh to seats. But the critics and the haters aren't really a concern to Lizzo. She is just living her life, and the Houston Rockets are all for it. They tweeted yesterday, Lizzo, we like your moves. you have an open invite to come to Houston and dance with us on the court anytime. Lizzo responded saying, I'll be there with bells on my booty. So I don't know about you, Susan, but I am ready to see some bells. I can imagine this outfit now.
I am ready to see some Lizzo bells for sure. On the court as well. I mean, she will kill it.
I need a full choreograph routine.
Yeah. All right, you guys, it is time for the final
rundown.
1.5 minutes on the clock, kicking off with some big news from Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez's album is dropping on January the 10th, and we finally have a name, you guys. So the new album will be titled Rare, and it has 13 tracks, including Lose You to Love Me and Look at Her Now. She also dropped a trailer for the album on her socials. Take a look.
Why don't you recognize I'm so rare?
Cannot wait for that, Emile.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be really good. But we also have to talk about Nicki Minaj because she is speaking out about her future retirement. So in an interview with Billboard, the interviewer said, you tweeted this fall that you're going to retire and start a family. She responded saying, I love music and interacting with fans, so I can't really see taking myself completely away, but I want to be open to other possibilities in my life. I do believe it is important to become a woman outside of the magnifying glass. I have to make sure that I'm well-rounded as a human being. I like that.
I like that, I like that. And moving on to our next story. The 2019 Streamy Premiere Awards were last night in Santa Monica, and 23 winners were announced, including Shane Dawson and The Secret World of Jeffree Star for Best Documentary, Lil Nas X for Breakthrough Artist, Impulsive for Best Podcast, Jojo Siwa for Best Kids and Family Channel, Joey Graceffa and Escape the Night Season 4 won for Unscripted Series. There were so many more winners, but you'll have to check them out online and also after Friday. Well, Friday nights, the streamies.
Yeah, because Friday's like the real stream. Not saying that that's not the real stream. There's like the big show, the rest of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
All right, you guys, well, that is it for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. We'll be back again tomorrow with plenty more tea. But before then, we've got some questions for you guys.
Yes, I want to know, are you possibly maybe intrigued about seeing Lizzo twerk on the dance floor with the full dance team? I know I am.
I know I am. I'm definitely am. And also, I want to know what you thought of, I mean, we had a lot of Kardashian news today, but I'd really like to know what you thought of Kendall's impersonation of Kylie. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section below. And of course, we'll be back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
But wait, before you go, why don't you click right over there to watch yesterday's episode of DHR and get all the tea.
All the tea. And while you're there getting the tea, you may as well hit that subscribe button so you have an endless amount of tea for like forever.
Whole pie.